off to pick up my iPhone 11 Pro. I haven't been to an Apple launch day since the 3G. So I have a pickup time, that'll be nice. So yeah, next time you see me, I'll have the phone. All right. All right, picked it up. Not too bad of an experience. I was there about a half hour. Yeah, so gonna get home, unbox this thing, get it set up for you to view and for me to use. The day is here, September 20th, 2019. Every major YouTuber out there in the tech world is probably doing a video on this person right here, the iPhone 11 Pro. I'm not a major tech YouTuber. I'm a tiny tech YouTuber, but I'm still going to do a video on it anyway. So I'm replacing my iPhone 10 with the iPhone 11 Pro. Let's go ahead and do an unboxing, talk a little bit about my initial impressions with the phone. Let's get started. Alrighty folks, so I put up a video a couple days ago of me doing a little bit of an unboxing and initial impressions of some Spigen cases in preparation for my new investment. If you want to check out the video on the cases, it's up here somewhere. I'll put the link. So I'm going to do a little bit of an unboxing here to show you my impressions of it. I'm going to set the phone up. I'm going to test out those new cameras as well because, I mean, hey, that's part of the reason why you probably got this thing or you're interested in this thing anyway. And see how it compares to my iPhone 10. I went with the 64 gigabyte version because I use iCloud heavily for different items, and typically on this thing, this is also, my iPhone 10 is also a 64 gig, and typically I have about 20 to 30 gigabytes of free space on it, so I didn't need anything more. There's actually a person in line at Apple while I was waiting for my pickup. They were getting the Pro Max 512 gigabyte version. I'm like, holy crap, what are you doing? But enough about that. Let me go ahead and get into the unboxing video. Okay, so we're going to get right into it. So here we're looking at the packaging. This is again the iPhone 11 Pro, 64 gigabyte. This is the 5.8 inch screen version. This is in space gray. So typical Apple packaging from that regard. Let's go ahead and I always love unboxing a new Apple product. All right. Oh, and look at that. You're greeted with the 3 cameras right off the bat. The design's starting to grow on me a little bit, I'll be honest with you. All right. Initial impressions, just picking this right up. It does feel heavier than the iPhone 10 for sure. The space gray color looks good. This matte glass is it's going to be a nice feel here. The 3 camera design here, there is a notch. It is not super pronounced. Let me get this closer and focus. It's not super pronounced, but it's there. You can tell it's there. And yeah, basically from a looks perspective, other than this, the camera section and the different feel in the back, it feels very similar to my iPhone 10. Again, it is a little bit heavier. I can absolutely tell that just upon picking it up. So let's go ahead and take the screen protector off. So before I move forward, I'm going to put my screen protector on from Spigen so I can go ahead and protect this screen. I'm going to do that and I'll be right back with you. All right, the screen protector's on. That actually was a super easy process. There was one little bit of dust that I could not get out, but there are no bubbles at all. That was an awesome actual experience installing that Spigen protector. Really, really cool. Okay, so yeah, now that the screen protector's on, let us go ahead and get this iPhone turned on. It feels really good in the hand. All right, well, I threw it in the case while I'm waiting for the iPhone to activate here. So there you go. That's what it looks like now in the Spigen case with the 3 camera, this major square in the back. Again, this is definitely heavier, noticeably heavier than my iPhone 10. Now, I say noticeably heavier. Really, it's probably only a couple grams difference. But when you're used to kind of walking around all day with your phone in your hand or your pocket, you can kind of pick up these subtle differences, and it feels heavier now. But over time, I don't think it's going to take a long time to get used to at all. So while I'm doing this setup, here's one of the things I was really anticipating with iOS 13. Dark mode. So here is light mode, which is default, and here is dark mode. Oh my gosh, that is so much nicer, especially with this OLED display. It's going to help battery life, I think, a little bit, especially when things are completely black. And it just is so much easier on the eyes, and it looks cool too. We're not used to iOS in this dark mode. So one of the things Apple, I had mentioned before, what they've done is they've removed 3D touch from these devices, and instead they've replaced it with haptic feedback. So if I long press, I'd feel a little bump, a little vibrate. Actually feels pretty good. So now what I'm going to do is press and hold, because I want to get rid of these apps. Don't need them. But just looking at the camera's UI here real quick, you can see that we now have the ability to switch between 1x, 2x, and the ultra wide, the 0.5. Really, really nice. If you want to start doing a video, this is a really cool feature. You press and hold, it started to film video, and now I can lock it over, and it is still filming video. So no longer do you have to switch to get to the video portion of it. You obviously still have slow-mo and time-lapse and panorama mode and portrait mode. But now if you go to the front-facing camera, this is going to look probably really awesome. All right, so the front-facing camera, we have the ability here to do slow-mo and video, obviously, as well with this front-facing camera. With the video in the front can shoot at 4K, which is really nice. And I'm just going to shoot a little bit of video here while I'm sitting here of the front-facing camera on the iPhone 11 Pro. This is an awesome camera. This is, I believe, shooting in 1080p right now. However, you can get the front-facing camera at 4K, which is super sweet. Now that I have 4K on both cameras on this device, I may actually have to start doing 4K workflow for my videos, because it's going to be so easy to shoot video in 4K. This is excellent. This is an awesome camera. As you can see, the pictures out of these cameras, they're just amazing. You take a look at things like the ultra wide, you take a look at some of these other pictures taken with the various lenses, and it looks really, really good. While I would say that the majority of this phone is what I would consider an iterative update, these cameras are a game changer, and I'm not just blowing Apple fanboy smoke. These, in my opinion, this is probably one of the best cameras that I have used on a mobile device. This may actually change the way I film videos for the channel and for other items as well. I may stop using my DSLR and utilize the iPhone, because it's just so damn easy to film and to take good pictures. To me, again, game changer. Big, 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 awesome update Apple on these cameras. Really cool. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping up this video, because there are a ton of videos out there that you're probably gonna be watching. I'm surprised if you found this one, and thank you for sticking through it. There's a ton of videos out there about all the different, changes to the phone and what you can do with iOS 13. I'm not gonna rehash all of that. I just wanted to share with you my launch day impressions of the device. It's gonna take me a little bit to get used to having the 3 cameras in the back and kind of remembering to use them, but I think after time, it's going to become second nature that, oh wow, I actually have an ultra-wide lens. I can take a cool shot with this. From a video perspective, from a content creation perspective, I think this is going to become more a part of my content creation workflow because of the ultra-wide lens and the ability to shoot in 4K with the front-facing camera. So using an app like Filmic Pro is going to, I think, really open up some creative options. I can basically get a multi-camera shot using one device, and that is going to be just really, really cool. So cameras, awesome. Great job, Apple. Design changes, so far so good, right? Not crazy changes, a little bit heavier, same size as the iPhone 10. The glass back, that matte glass back, actually feels really, really good. From a other perspective, software perspective, dark mode is freaking awesome. Thank you, Apple, for dark mode. Face ID a little bit faster, and battery life to be seen. This is supposed to get 4 hours more than the iPhone iPhone XR. It's supposed to get about 4 hours more than that. I have the iPhone 10. I can tell you that I cannot get a full day out of that battery anymore. We're going to see how it goes with this now Super Retina XDR display and the changes. Now they've removed 3D touch. We're going to go ahead and see, do we get much better battery life? I might comment on the video. If I remember to do that, I'll comment on the video and let you know how things are going with the battery life. If you want to check out a good like day in the life type of video, go ahead and check out Your Average Consumer. He did a really cool little day in the life video on his iPhone 11 Pro Max. I believe he has the Max. Really love his videos, and I think he does a good job showing you what you can expect out of a day in a life using one of these devices. So, hope you liked the video. I tried not to keep it too long, but if you stuck around, thank you. If you have questions about my experience over time with the iPhone 11 Pro, if you have comments about it, go ahead and leave a comment below. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more videos from here. You can hit the little bell icon if you want to be notified when we have videos that come out. And I thank you for coming by. Hope you come back for more content from 2XP Gaming. Till next time, this is Reclaimer. We'll talk to you soon.